PYW is currently top of the CS board, 15-3. That's pretty impressive against an Ursa.
Envy getting pressured under the tower. They glyph for this too, and Tiny's coming in.
That is a smart glyph. Usually you save your glyph to be able to win the mid lane, but this is a great opportunity for them to put pressure onto Eternal Envy. They are going to be able to get him with the avalanche, slow him down to death. Pull should be enough to finish him off, and that's going to be your first blood. Shin Q picks it up on Eternal Envy.
Envy going down early.
Uh-oh, nice leap into an arrow. That was a cute little play from Universe. XTJ couldn't get there in time to be able to block it. Might just juke it into trees. Right to juke it into trees, but that's a dead end, my friend. And there's hero kills. PYW has proven to be quite the menace here in this top lane. DJ, he just doesn't seem to have much of a lane at all. In fact, he just had to use the Icarus dive. When dive is on cooldown, he pretty much has no lane press. What? He killed the courier with the tree. Nice little play there from PYW. And now they're going to close in on Eternal Envy, tossing back into Shin Q, being able to get a good death pulse in. He has a clap just trying to slow them down. Good use though. The Ghost Shroud is going to also slow down Eternal Envy, hoping to be able to keep pace.
He's going to turn this.
But Eternal Envy sees the opportunity to be able to turn around. They're slowed down for the attack speed by DJ, but Eternal Envy, he just pushed a little bit too far. Shin Q, nice body block there from PYW. It's almost enough. They need another shot. He does have a tree. He's going to pick up the tree and take Eternal Envy down.
Shin Q looked a little bit dicey there. He used his Ghost Shroud offensively, but Envy's still going to go down. And this is the weakness of Phoenix, is that he doesn't provide a whole lot for you in the laning phase.
Nice little wake up there from the gyrocopter, preventing XTJ from being hit by the arrow. Bounty runes are going to go right.
W in mid lane.
They're going to be able to get a nice avalanche out from PYW, almost finishing up Highlight Die. The brain sap will be able to keep him alive. Long range trade. He tried to go for the nightmare block, but it wasn't good enough. Not quite fast.
And have a lot of natural counters in this lineup anyways.
Yeah. Universe, they're going to deal with the missile. Highlight Die comes in from behind. They should be able to get it. Now the sleep. And good draw of aggro there. Highlight Die pulls the creeps to himself to make sure that Arrow has a free path to be able to line up on GGG and gets the kill. That was a cute little play from Highlight Die.
And they needed something like that as, again, top lane just being...
This desperate gank in the bottom lane, and it just doesn't work. Highlight Die's going to run to the smoke. Does manage to get the Nightmare on Selena. Quick wake up there from PYW, but it's not going to be good enough to save Highlight Die's life. Ti8 does not have a Laguna Blade. Is coming up in a second here, but the sleep comes up.
He's got Fiend's Grip
just in time, and maybe with the Fiend's Grip, ZYG's all by himself. Ogre's going to try and come forward. He actually gives up on it. He says that is too far of a distance for me to trek. I'm going to leave my set up there with Highlight Die. Instead, they find too many heroes of Serenity.
Gonna be a 4K gold lead. Bounty runes right now. Fnatic still posturing forward.
Dire are scanning.
Universe is going to throw an arrow to try and protect it. LSA goes out, and they do manage to get a really good slowdown there. From the Phoenix, Dual Scepter goes off to be able to dodge a lot of damage. That just sets up a tiny millions, but he keeps on missing the sun. PYW, a beautiful setup, but it's not good enough. The Supernova already up. They have to retreat. With Alina dead, they have very little damage left. So Fnatic, they do manage to win this initial fight, but PYW, he does have another opportunity with that blink. They're going to go for the Dual Scepter from Shin Q, slowing down this Visage. Now
nice first stun.
Familiars. They jumped in. They managed to hit the stun with a follow-up arrow. This Reaper Sight is not going to be good enough. They completely whipped that one. Now, maybe, just maybe with GGG, they will be able to pick up one kill, and that's Universe is out of leap charges. But still, there, right as PYW tried to jump in and just results in a quick arrow death. Now we're going to go back to the game where PYW does manage to catch up. Abed, the LSA doesn't actually land, and Abed managed to get away. Turn around, Lagoon Blade does manage to finish off Highlight Die. Abed's chased away by the missile while in the mid lane. Shin Q barely lives through all that magic damage. Nice arrow. Is he actually going to blink in? He's trying to chase down the Necropose. Well, still we follow Abed, who's trying to survive through all this. Caught by PYW, but still not enough. Universe is able to beat back GGG. The Gyrocopter has to run away from that physical damage, and the 4-mana Serenity struggles to be able to catch more than just Highlight Die. They did at least force his buyback as he was close. Do you think he's going the right build? Centaur stun, nice double Centaur stun. The LSA arrow follow-up late for that one. GGG just gets blown up. XTJ, he's going to be next on the firing line as Abed is able to take him down. The Soul Assumption just doing too much work, and Fnatic roll up. They finally see an opportunity. It feels like the first time that Fnatic get a clean win in this game after 19 minutes, and they're going to utilize that to get even more. They're going to go for the objective in Roshan.
Yeah, and Radiant are going to scan successfully, but not a whole lot that they can do about this. Still 2 heroes dead. Serenity, they're thinking about this, but it's going to be way too late.
Yeah, it's not like Fnatic was trying to hide that Roshan attempt whatsoever.
Because look at this, PYW.
Tries to get in there. Fnatic this time around do not manage to trade Pylite Eyes for anything worth it. In fact, if anything, Abed may be caught here. PYW is going to toss him back into the team. That is a beautiful placement. They do throw out the Supernova, but there's no damage to be able to protect it. The arrow's going to come in, but the egg does explode still with all of Serenity focusing it down.
You need to be able to grab this. Serenity, you don't want to give this up for free. There's no pressure being applied on the side lanes. Universe is going to connect to the rest of his team.
Look at
the big fight.
He feels like he's so tanky, and he might be right. The Gold Scepter being used on an enraged Ursa. That was not the initial. He's in the middle of everyone. The Supernova. It does manage to go throw down, but the BKB activated by G.Channel with a Black Cannon does manage to take that out. Fnatic just falling apart now. This best of one. They get all wiped. And Aegis come back here for Eternal Envy's Ursa, but he's got nowhere to run to. He can't flank out. That is 6 people dead from Fnatic, all for an ogre. Same pressure.
Look at this Fnatic setup right now as Pylite Die trying to break the smoke, just walking back and forth.
Well, he'll have his wish. He breaks the smoke indeed. That means he is dead. From a dive back, 40 seconds for that support.
They are going to lose a tier 2 tower out of that. And so Serenity, normally when you're...
An early high ground push, both by Serenity. See if it works out for them. The 9,000 gold leads, they should feel pretty comfortable about being able to win these fights from the side. Universe is approaching. They're going to try and catch him with POIW. He leaps away.
They don't have BKB on their Ursa. It's so hard for them to take this engagement. 9k is the deficit. Tier 3 tower about to fall. Fnatic, where's your defense?
He's going to try and go now. Goes for PYW with that enrage. Instantly hit by the LSA. All that damage slayed up. Universe comes in with a BKB. Still focusing on that support. Tiny with a Fiend's Grip. They will be able to take him down, but Serenity, they're going to call that fine. They take a tier 3. You take a Tiny. Him in the game. Fnatic are going to go for a 3-man smoke. They're going to stumble into the Roshan attempt. They're going to throw out the arrow. The arrow hits. Q, that's pretty good. He's at half HP. They may just try and get this one. XCJ, he's going to try and stop Sonos. He's not Pylite Die for being able to get Fiend's Grip, but it's still enough to be able to take out Shin Q. But now Fnatic has to start retreating. XCJ, a little bit high in the alert. They do manage to get a Nightmare out on Selena, trying to set up on him, but he managed to get off the BKB before the birds drop. Now PYW comes in and just starts beating down PYW. Oh, he's got some bashes. Supernova already going down. He does manage to get the bashes coming in, but it's not enough to be able to win that fight. But maybe on the Lena, it's almost enough. The Reaper sight is not enough to be able to stop her from killing the Lena. And now Shin-Q has to start backing away from Eternal Envy with no Ghost Shroud up for 3 seconds. They do manage to get the stuns. He gets a little bit of a Spirit Vessel. Shin-Q is still surviving though, and Fnatic retreat back to their shrine. GGG threatening them with the missiles. But Fnatic underneath the shrine will feel like they can still reset. Serenity, they're fine with the way the team fight is gone because they can go straight back into Roshan and claim that Aegis and Cheese.
Everyone fought back for that on both teams. As the Aegis and Cheese is going to go fights out his BKB. This is the big fight. Serenity, they need to grab a Rax here.
YW just goes for the quick kill on to Pylite Die. DJ comes in, does manage to hit some pretty good fire spears, throws out the Supernova now. That's why GGG goes in. They need to be able to get the back to protect the Supernova, and it's not good enough. GGG may die, but that's just going to be the Aegis, and there is going to be no go down. Universe is doing pretty good, but Envy still ends up falling. Abed gets some really good control, but there's just no damage to follow it up. It's Universe has already blown his BKB. They're going to finish off the Familiars and probably take the lane of Rax as well. Can they go for more though?
It's a 3-on-2 right now. No buybacks on the side of Fnatic. Serenity should be aware of that.
No Familiars, no BKB, but Serenity, they're going to play it safe. Respecting what Universe and Off match at TI. Serenity, they gotta be feeling really good about themselves as long as they just don't get over eager. Oh, Shin-Q, he's gonna get Shin-Q, he's gonna be Fiend's Gripped up, and Eternal Envy instantly pounces on that. Shin-Q is gone, and Team Serenity must retreat.
That is 100 seconds down. Now playing blind, but they're gonna smoke up anyways with no vision.
Pylite Die, he's going to be the first one to break the smoke. XCJ is on the front lines as well. PYW is going to jump in, try and go for the main. Universe immediately trying to see that opportunity to go for it, but they're also blowing up Abed. Reaper Scythe comes in, takes him out. He does have a buyback. Eternal Envy turning with his BKB, but they just kite him around. This is the power of the Scotty and the Jar Counter. Eternal Envy has nothing to be able to hold on to. The Moonlight Shadow drops the sentry, and there goes Envy. Fnatic now going to be forced to probably use a third buyback here as they've already blown both.
Light shadowed up.
They already have the sentries in place to be able to spot any attempts. Nightmare placed on GGG. The arrow actually lands on him, but Eternal Envy, he took some damage there, so couldn't actually blink initiate at the right time. Slowly but surely, maybe not so slow, PYW does a lot of damage onto that tier 3. So Fnatic, they've got to come up with a response and fast. Otherwise, they will no longer have that tier 3 to rely on. Shinshu takes a lot of damage too. There goes that Aeon Disc. He will be able to protect him. The Supernova goes down. But they get the Beast Grip onto the jar. Comes to the Supernova. Still dies from Ti8. He managed to focus that on the backline. Universe tried to go for the assassination attempt on Selena. Couldn't quite get it and dies instead. He does have a buyback, but he's holding on to it now as he sees that his team is successfully repelling Serenity.
They're still 5-man strong right now. They've got the refresher on a G.Q.
And they've already popped that, so they've got a second round of the Aeon Disc. Jump in from Ti8. He jumps and tries to get Eternal Levy. He managed to get the Laguna Blade. There goes the Eternal Levy. There comes the buyback. A Reaper side cuts down the Phoenix with no buyback either. He's dead for 2 minutes. And Arrow comes out. Another swing and a miss there from Fnatic as they just seem to have no lockdown. Pylon die. He's just going to die to flat cannon shots. Not like this, Fnatic. A later Bragg's gone. Serenity, they see one more to go and they will have Megas and they'll probably have the game in the bag.
Fnatic, if you get Mega here, that might just be all their hopes and dreams.
Trying to jump in, immediate Yule Scepter from Ti8, stopping Eternal Levy. He tries to turn, but he can't really go on Shinkin. He's already ghost shredded, so he goes Ti8, but he's the last man standing. Eternal Levy calls it GG from Fnatic. Team Serenity will move on in the International, and Fnatic will be eliminated.
That is such a disappointment.